So yesterday I replied to a tweet from the US ambassador to China, Nick Burns, and I was quite surprised when I found out it went somewhat viral here in China. His tweet was basically trying to blame China and its current military drills around the island of Taiwan for disrupting the status quo of many decades in the region, when I think he knows full well that it was his mate Nancy who upset the apple cart. He quoted his other mate Ant, who said, "There's no justification for this extreme, disproportionate and escalatory military response." And then he said the world should hold Beijing accountable to maintain the peace, which was really quite hilarious, because the world already knows who disturbed the status quo and peace in the region, and it wasn't China. In regards to Nancy's visit to Taiwan, more than 160 countries have already expressed their condemnation of her provocation and support the One China principle. That's more than 80% of the world's population. And that's what makes this whole US schizophrenia so laughable. The Biden administration is like a snake with 8 heads, all pulling and hissing in different directions. But why did my tweet go viral? Well, I'll read it. I replied to Nick and said, "Hey Nick, you can fool yourself, but you can't fool the world. It's absolutely clear that the one who threatened the status quo in the Taiwan Strait was the US and Nancy Pelosi. Back off." Nancy's visit to Taiwan, despite numerous top-level dialogues between China and the US urging her not to, will go down in history as one of the stupidest things the US government has ever done. I think Nick knows that, and that's why my reply to his tweet hit such a chord with so many people. We live in a new world today following Nancy's narcissistic breach of Chinese sovereignty. It's not World War III like they hoped and dreamed, but a world which understands completely that the US is a reckless, fading power, a power that acts selfishly and with contempt, trampling on the sovereignty and dignity of anyone they deem is in their way. But the difference now is that everyone sees it clear as day.